If you're running a Shopify store without proper tracking, you're basically flying blind. Do you know that 80% of store owners misconfigure the Google Analytics and lose critical data? Well, I'm here to help you fix that today. Analytics isn't about a vanity metrics. It's about knowing where your best customers come from, what they buy, and how to scale profitably. If you can't track it, you can't grow it. Shopify has made this so simple that it can actually feel like you've missed a step. So let's go over to my screen and I'll show you how to install it. All right, we're logged into our Shopify store. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go and install the Google and YouTube app. So the best way to do that is go up to the top to your search, go to apps and type in Google, and it will auto-populate with Google and YouTube. Hit that button and this is gonna take you over to the Shopify App Store. You're then going to install this app and let Shopify go and do its work. After we hit install, it's going to add it to your store. It should only take a few seconds to do that. Now, while it does that, we are going to go over to Google Analytics because we not only need to set up the store, but we also need to have an analytics account to connect it to. So first thing we do, sign into Google Analytics. Now, if you've used Google Analytics before, you're going to have a bunch of properties set up. If you haven't, we're going to go and set some up right now. So we're going to go, first, we're going to go to all accounts, because that's where I put all of my accounts. And then we are going to go down to the bottom, click on the admin, and go create account. So first thing we do, we're going to create an account. We're giving it an account name. So this is going to be for the passive aggressive shop is going to be the name of the account. And I like to put in online store so that I know exactly what property I'm using. We'll leave this checked out. This is not the current organization, so we do not want to add it to that one. And we want to select the account sharing settings. We can keep these set at the defaults. They have some good recommendations in there. So then we hit next. And now we have to put in the property details. So everything in Google contains an account, and then under that account has multiple properties. And you can set your permissions for if you want people to have access to the account, or if you want to have people to have access to just specific properties. Now in the property name, we're gonna go and put the property that we're putting in here. So I like to name it the name of the website. And then I like to put in brackets what website the website does. Now I have a bunch of Google Analytics that I'm connected to, and so this makes sense for me to go and do, because if I'm looking through a long list of analytics, I need to be able to find the one that I'm looking for. We're going to select our reporting zone. Oops, sorry. We're going to put that to Canada, and then we're going to select our dollar amount, Canadian dollars. This bounces around a little bit because I have it zoomed in. So we're going to hit next. Then we're going to fill out our business details. I generally select other business activities just because my businesses don't ever seem to be on that drop-down list. They never seem to be in here. I don't know why. And then the business size, we're just going to go small, 1 to 10 employees. Okay, great. No, we're not beauty and fitness. We are, let's go. Oh, the Zoom thing is getting me again. Let's go down to the bottom, other business activities. Great, hit next. All right, now we have to tell Google what business objectives that we have. Now they use this in order to recommend things to you throughout the dashboard. I would say select the first 4. Generate leads, drive sales, understand web traffic, and user engagement and retention. They have this other business objective. If you select that one, it will deselect all the ones above it. So we're gonna go create. We're gonna accept the terms, and now we're going to go to web, and we need to create a web property. Now this web property has to have the actual URL in here. So we'll put it in there, and then we have to give it a stream name. So we can go Shopify store. Now, the reason you're going to maybe have multiple streams is you might have one store that has a bunch of different experiences on it. So say you have like a landing page that sits on the same domain name, but it's not your actual store, but you want to get the analytics from that separate than you want from your other store. For most Shopify stores, you're just going to have one. Always default to one if you don't know any better. Google can sort out the places where things come from in there. Okay, we're going to go create and continue. And now we have our stream set up. So now that we have the stream set up, it's going to prompt you with this installation code. And this is the Google tag code. We do not want to go and copy and paste this into our theme. Now we want to go back over to Shopify and we want to go to where it has installed our app. And now we want to connect a Google account. I'm going to go and select my Google account. I'm going, oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I want to go back here. Can I go back? I'm going to change this to this one. And once it connects, it's now going to give me a wizard to walk through it. Now, the first thing it's going to prompt you for is it's going to prompt you to add the Merchant Center. We don't have a Merchant Center set up yet. We are just doing analytics. So you want to stay at the top here. So it says, do you want to add Google Ads conversion measurements? If you have a Google Ads account, that's where you're going to go and add that. But we're going to do the Google Analytics account first. So we're going to go get started. Now that we're on the Google Analytics property, we now have the option to go and select our store. And now you can see with all the people that I'm working with, I have too many analytics in there. So now I can go and find the one very easily because I named the property with the domain name. I hit the online store, I hit connect, and I don't want to get emails because I already get a bunch of emails from Google. So I have this deselected. You can select that if you want. They do give you a lot of helpful tips and stuff that come through there. Hit confirm and hit complete setup. Okay, so once we have that set up, we can now see Google Analytics is active. If we go back over to the analytics page, we can now hit test installation. And Google was going to go out and it's going to test whether or not the domain name has Google Analytics code on it. So let's just go here and make sure. See, this is one of the problems. It can't test it because I have the password page still set up. So I need to go into Shopify and I need to go to settings. Oh, no, sorry, it's not under settings. It's under online store and under preferences. And now I have to turn off this password protection. Because my store is in a development environment, I can't turn off the password protection. Oh, that's so interesting. Well, we're going to have to kind of go on faith here. So because that password page is added, it can't go and test the Google Analytics code. But I know that it's connected and I know that it's set up, but I can't test that because I'm using a development shop inside of Shopify for these particular items. And I would have to switch this over to a paid account in order to turn that on. And since I have a bunch of stores, we're not going to go ahead and do that. So that is a walkthrough of setting up. Some of the things that I want to kind of touch on that are common mistakes that people make. Number one, they don't use the same Google account, i.e. the same email address with their Google Ads as they do with their Google Analytics. This is a problem inside of Shopify. And the reason it's a problem is because if it can't see both properties through the same email address, it's not going to be able to tie the events to the tag manager. And so you want to make sure, number one, whatever your Merchant Center is, whatever your Google Analytics code is, and whatever your Google Ads code is, you have it set to the same email address. Some of the other issues that people run into is they think they need to copy and paste the include code into the theme. It's kind of one of those things where they have too much knowledge is a dangerous thing. So you do not want to copy and paste embed code into Shopify. Shopify is a very specific app that manages all of that. If you copy and paste the embed code into the theme, you're going to get double triggers. And also, you're not going to be able to track anything through to the checkout and completion. All right, that's everything for this one. If you would like some help setting up your analytics code, or you would like to talk about Google Tag Manager or ads or anything like that, I love having those conversations in my community. It's expertbymonday.com/community. You can go there, send me a DM. I'd love to talk to you. Lots of really great people in there. Free community. Go ahead and sign up. All right, that's everything for this one. Hope you guys learned a lot, and we will catch you in the next one.